Mmm. 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 TSA agents are going to the food banks, y'all.
What?
The government should be embarrassed.
Huh?
Embarrassed. No. No. You should be embarrassed because you didn't have a plan B. And you should also be embarrassed because of who you voted for, who you put in the office. You is you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Boy, oh boy. Some of y'all gonna get mad at me today. But I'm used to it. I am. You can't hurt my little old feelings. You can't. I'm sorry if you think you can. But I thank you for coming over here and watching, listening, and learning. Some of y'all know what's going on because it's happening to you or someone in your family, okay? People are afraid they losing their jobs. Heck, I think even Amazon and other places have started laying off again. A lot of people. But the bad part is people are working and are not getting paid. People who work for the government. You thought your job was secure when you got hired to work a government job, the federal government. You thought it was secure. I got the best job ever. I'm going to get benefits. Never one time did you think your government job would not give you a paycheck and demand that you still work. Are they going to get back pay when the government opens back up? I don't know. They don't know. And you don't know. Okay? I pray that they do. But I'm going to show you some videos. What's going on with TSA, air traffic controllers. You know who TAS is. They are the ones when you taking your suitcase through, they're scanning it, they're scanning you, they're trying to make sure you don't have weapons on you, or you don't have anything that can cause explosion. Okay? I'm not feeling too good today, y'all. Still got this horrible cold. But I'm going to say something. Those jobs pay pretty well, don't they? Do they pay well? What does this tell you? I'm going to tell you later on, okay? But pay close attention to what I'm going to be playing for you people and watch the whole entire video because it's important. You need to know. You need to know what's really going on. And you need to know how you can prevent it and how you can train your children not to depend on anything, one thing only. Okay? I want to thank the people who buy my soap and perfume, who buy me a coffee, PayPal and Cash App. I thank you so very much. And I thank you for going over there looking at knickknackhaven.com. I have more stuff over there, y'all. Look at this beautiful vase right here. What's going on there today? Okay. Beautiful. Look at this. Terracotta under the bottom. This is beautiful. Studio art pottery. All right. Beautiful. And not only that, y'all, I have this right here. Girl, come on with the video. I'm coming. All right. This is a jewelry box that I refurbish. I have to put the feet on there and everything. I'm sorry. It plays. I don't know that song, y'all. Do y'all know that song? Put it down in the comment section. I need somebody to tell me. But go on over there and do something, all right? Do something with yourself also. You got to learn how to do something, okay? Don't just depend on your paycheck. You can't do that nowadays. You just can't do it. See, I'm learning how to do collectibles, antiques, okay? Vintage stuff. Vintage is 20 years. Antiques is 100 years, all right? But y'all need to learn how to do something. Create something, right? Get a side hustle. That's what I'm trying to say. Moving right along. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Shutdown now approaching 1 month. Federal employees who support the nation's airports remain in the dark about when they'll be paid. Today, some workers got paychecks totaling $0. Joining us now is the acting deputy administrator at the TSA, Adam Stahl. Mr. Stahl, thanks so much for your time.
Is that legal, y'all? Not to give people money and they work for it? So the federal government can get away with it? Is that legal?
What's the morale like at the TSA right now?
I think morale is strong. I know these individuals, of course, are mission dedicated. They're focused on really ensuring the safety and the security of our skies every single day. But of course, they're human beings like you and I, and so they have bills to pay and childcare, to help facilitate and support. So again, they're mission dedicated, but they're definitely feeling the impacts every single day.
Should Americans be confident in the security of our nation's airports during this time?
Hell no, you shouldn't be confident. When people don't get paid, don't get what they want, what they're entitled to because they work that job, things start happening. Would you trust the airport? Not just TSA, y'all. Air traffic controllers. Could you trust somebody out there waving a flag in? A plane in. Could you trust that? You believe everything's going to be okay?
Yes, we are focused on operational continuity. We are ensuring that there's no degradation in security in the slightest. However, we have seen some isolated impacts from a security perspective in terms of wait lines. So there will be, we've seen...
Yeah, there's going to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Waiting and waiting because they don't have enough people. Some people quit already, y'all. They quit. They're like, oh, hell no. You're going to pay me. I'm not working somewhere where I won't get paid. And I don't know if some of them are being forced. I have no idea. You never know with our government.
Isolated impacts, to wait times specifically. And if this continues on as the days continue, we expect those wait times to increase. So we're hoping for a speedy resolution to this issue.
So how far in advance would you now recommend that people show up at the airport as the government continues to stay shut down?
We're asking individuals, per policy to continue showing up 2 to 2.5 hours before.
Hell no, 3 to 4 hours, 5, 6 maybe. Come there way before time because you don't know how long it's going to take you to get through. But are you bold enough? Are you bold enough to fly during the holidays? Can you imagine what's going to happen? The wait time. Can you imagine?
For domestic flights. So we've asked folks to be patient, to be respectful, and please, travel respectfully when going to the airport.
We've seen TSA workers resorting to food banks in order to try to feed their families. Is there anything the agency can do if this food
banks? Don't they make enough money? Don't they? They want to go to the food banks. They got to go to the food banks. That lets me know right there, y'all. You can get mad if you want to. I don't give a damn. That people are living above their means. The money they make is not that bad, okay? More than some of y'all working at McDonald's. More than some of y'all cleaning in nursing homes, CNAs. They making more than y'all, okay? Y'all surviving. Y'all budgeting. Some of y'all. I ain't going to say all of y'all. Some of them live in 2-parent households. Some of them, they married. That's what I'm trying to say. And they can't budget. They can't. Lord.
Which is on even further. Are you worried some workers may just ultimately quit?
Yeah, we're focused again on operational continuity on a variety of different things. And the community, of course, has been incredible. Airlines, airports, private citizens have donated a variety of grocery cards, gas cards, meal cards. And so we really are focused again on supporting them in any way we can. And so
that is great that people are donating to them. It's great, okay? I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't, especially people hungry. You can even donate to the people who's sitting on the system forever, for 10, 20 years, okay, forever. You can donate to them food, okay? But no, they want to go out and take it from Walmart, Target, and Kroger's. They don't want to sit down and wait for people to give them food. They want to get their own food. They don't want your secondhand food. They want to go in and steal lobsters, steaks, ribs, everything. Turkeys, hams for holidays. That's what they want to do.
Really urge Democrats to come back to the table and really ensure that we are in really facilitating again the safety and the security of our sky.
He said Democrats to come back to the table. They don't want to come back to the table. Y'all, why they don't want to come back to the table? Far left people. Oh, don't let me say far left. Let me just say Democrats. People who voted Democrats. Why your people don't want to come back to the table? Are you still going to vote for them? Are you? Put it on down there and let us know. We want to know. Do you hear me, trolls? Let me know.
So again, we're focused on that job at hand, regardless of shutdown or not.
Are you seeing an increase in people who are calling out sick, taking time off, simply not showing up, or quitting?
Yeah, we have seen some occasional upticks in unexcused absences, and that's caused the occasional disruption and increase in
unexcused absences. Unexcused. They don't want to come to work because you ain't paying them, mister. Sir. I wouldn't come either. Fire me. Hell, I'm looking for a job, really, while the government shut down. If they had any sense, that's what they would do.
Times at select airports like Atlanta, JFK, Newark. And so, as I mentioned before, we do expect wait times, unfortunately, to increase and disruptions to continue. No degradation to security, but again, there will be an increase in pain at the airport in terms of wait times if this drags on.
Adam Stahl, we thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Y'all, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Y'all know what people plan to do. They've already planned it. You know what's going on this weekend. Stay tuned. Coming to a city or state near you. Are you afraid? Are you? Put it on down in the comment section. Let's continue on.
Today is the first day air traffic controllers are not getting paid. I'm here at Reagan National Airport in D.C. where they're handing out these leaflets, and the impact is already being felt by passengers. We talked to workers, and here's what they had to say.
People are worried. There's many folks that are paycheck to paycheck. Now bills are coming in. We don't know when we are going to be paid next. How long is this shutdown going to go on for? Our air traffic control is one of the most stressful jobs out there.
And they pay good too, though. They pay well. What did I put down here? $144,000 a year to $150,000 or more, according to your position. It could be even more than that. So these people don't have a backup plan. They don't have a savings. They live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Why people don't save anymore? That's what I want to know. You're supposed to have at least 6 months to a year savings. Why y'all don't save your money? I know you want to say everything costs so much now. But you still got people who just like you. They're still saving even though things cost so much right now. So what is your excuse? What is it? I got too many kids. I got too many responsibilities. I got too many bills. Well, you should fault you. You are the one who made those bills. You are the one who had all them damn kids that you couldn't afford to feed. You. Okay? You. I know y'all get mad when I do that, but I don't care.
We have to be mentally focused 100% right 100% of the time. We make thousands of decisions a day to ensure the safety of the flying public. And now when we're all thinking about how are we going to pay the mortgage that's coming due? How am I going to have childcare? It starts to leak into your brain in a way that is not great. Please open the government. Please find a way to pay air traffic controllers. Relieve us of this financial uncertainty.
Please open, please, because we don't want people to start robbing us in the parking lot, breaking in our house, going in the stores, taking what the hell they want. Please, open the government back up. We sick of this. We don't want to be afraid. We don't want to be afraid. We need our money. Okay, we don't want to be put out of our house. We don't want to lose our cars. We don't want to lose our family. We don't want to lose nothing. We want to eat. We starve. We hungry. Even though I'm living above my means, I still need help. I still need the help. Now, I feel sorry for some people because some people don't make enough money. They really, really don't, especially elderly people, okay, and disabled people. I can understand, okay, why you're afraid because it's kind of hard to save on a little tiny budget like that. But people who got good jobs, nice jobs, they living above their means. I don't give a damn what y'all say. They got to be. You ain't got no savings. You ain't got nothing. You all on the internet crying, upset because you don't know what's going to happen to you next. You're going to lose all your livelihood. But you want to blame the politicians instead of blaming yourself. Always have excuses. Excuses. Just watch and see what I tell you. Excuses, y'all.
Last week, 1.4 million federal workers missed a full paycheck. Now, many of them are furloughed, and many more are deemed essential workers, those who are essential, for example, to keep the country safe. TSA agents we've discussed, and air traffic controllers, and border patrol, and of course our troops. But so many of them now are going without pay. The families of military service members and the air traffic controllers and so many of these others are now at very real risk of missing the paycheck.
He said some of you others, federal workers, military, other government workers, be afraid. Basically, that's what he's saying.
End of this month.
Move right along.
For the second time in nearly 10 years, Devin Rayford, a lead officer for TSA, is not getting paid because of a federal government shutdown.
It's like slavery almost. So you're going to work, they're making us work, they're threatening us at the same time, but everyone pretty much is working for free. Nobody wants to go to work for free.
Rayford, who was also impacted by the 2018 through 2019 government shutdown, says he does not think this will end until after Thanksgiving.
You see how this always happens? Government always shutting down. Well, what happened the last time? Did they have enough money to hold people over until the next year? Well, what happened this time, though? Reason why the government ain't got no more money. Think about it. Think about it. Who's in office for the last 4 years before Trump? Who? All our money was being given to Ukraine and other countries. And I know y'all say Trump is giving money to Argentina. What is it? $40 billion. They don't have the money now. Okay? Because we ain't got the money. They probably going to give them the money once the government opens back up. But I'm not happy with that myself either. I don't know why Trump want to give Argentina $40 billion. I don't know why. But I'm going to tell y'all, I don't care who you vote for. There's always going to be something that you don't like that they have done. Okay. Still don't make me hate Trump. Okay. I still believe in his policies, but I will not agree with everything he does or anyone does. Okay. If it's not to my liking. So, moving right along. Here we go.
These air traffic control staffing issues are getting deeper with no sign of this government shutdown ending soon. And at airports across the country today, including here at Reagan National Airport, in Chicago, O'Hare, and LAX, and Atlanta, air traffic controllers are handing out these leaflets reminding travelers to speak to their representatives to try and get them to end this government shutdown. Remember, air traffic controllers received their first $0 paycheck today. They already got one paycheck 2 weeks ago.
What you think them little leaflets gonna do? You think the Democrats are coming back to the table to talk? Do you think the Republicans should give in all the time? Because they give in all the time to the Democrats. They do. Look it up. You don't believe me. Should the Republicans put their foot down? We're not going to give illegals medical care. They want medical care, they need to go back to their country. Take a chance. Because we ain't going to give it to you here. You can't get free nothing over here if you're illegal. Nothing. And there's some more stuff too, y'all. Y'all can look it up. I ain't got time. But look it up for yourself, all right?
partial paycheck for some work done before this government shutdown began. The staffing shortages are really cascading now. And on Monday, we saw about 8 facilities nationwide have staffing problems. It led to delays in Dallas. It led to cancellations and ground stops at Austin Bergstrom International Airport in Texas because of a staffing shortage at the air traffic control tower there. Air traffic controllers say they need to get paid. They need to not have the stress of this government shutdown and the stress of having to put food on top of the table because of that.
Could it cause an accident? Because they're so stressed out, they wear it. They're flagging planes in and out. Is that stressful? Knowing you're not going to get paid? I'm sure it is. Y'all, I'm sure it is. But do you think the politicians care? The ones who's stopping this government from running? You think they care? They still are getting paid. Why? Why they don't lose their income? Why? Put it on down there in the comment section. Can Trump do something about that? If he can, he need to do it ASAP. That's what I'm saying.
Already a massive shortage of air traffic controllers, about 1,800 air traffic controllers short in the U.S. And air traffic controllers are working mandatory 6-day weeks of 12-hour shifts. This is going to get worse before it gets better. And this weekend is anticipated to be a huge air travel weekend, with Halloween falling on a Friday and many travelers making a 3-day weekend out of it.
Air traffic controllers make good money. $144,000 to over $150K. Like I said, according to the job. TSA, they make pretty good money too. $17.90 up to $23.80 an hour, according to the position that they have. Because if they have more rank, they're going to get a little bit more money. Okay? This is scary, y'all. This is scary. I know y'all afraid. I know, especially you government workers. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. I want to talk to you about traveling right now. It is pure chaos in the airport. We just got back from New Orleans. Our flight was delayed several times. The TSA workers are not getting paid, so therefore, a lot of them not in work. There's already a shortage for air traffic control, like over 3,000 employee shortage that they don't have. Plus, they're not paying the ones that's working. So now we have a bigger problem. And I spoke to some TSA workers, and they shared with me they're not getting paid at all. And BWI one lady was working multiple stations. She was working the security station, when you do the bags, you have to put your arms up like that. She was doing that.
Are they forcing them to work? Are they? Why are they going to work? They don't want to lose their job. They think the government is going to open back up real soon. All this is just temporarily, and they're going to give me back pay. I pray they get back pay. And I pray this government opens up before November the 1st. I pray. I don't want people to lose their livelihood. I don't want them to lose their house, their cars, everything they work hard for. I don't want them to lose it. Okay. Yeah, I know I'll be mad sometime, but I'm usually mad at the people who've been sitting on the system, relying on it. Okay. Now they want to complain because they getting cut off. Okay. And I get mad at the people who don't handle their money right. They don't budget. All they do is complain. They don't have a plan B. Okay, and they want to blame other people and get mad when other people talk about them. When they talk about other people too, they act like they better than other folks, and they talk about people too. So you just gonna have to deal with what's going on out here online. Okay, y'all putting your information out there. A lot of y'all are in the news. Some of them, not all of them. All right, moving right along.
Then she was working, checking the bags that was coming through. Then she was working the machine where they scan your eyes. This lady was working so hard. When she shared with me, she was not getting paid. I wish I had cash on me because I wanted to give her a tip or something, because it's crazy that somebody paying for daycare. Like she told me she was paying for daycare. Daycare is like $300 to $500 a week. And then you go turn around and come to work and not get paid. But in New Orleans, the lines were so long. I meant to get footage, but I didn't want. My hands was full. It was too much going on. It was hard to get a place in line. People get mad thinking people cutting them. So I had to really focus on getting the line, because we'd already been in the airport at that point for almost 12 hours. So if you don't have to travel, I would not travel right now. If you are traveling, get to the airport at least 3 hours early. I would say 4 hours, because it is pure chaos and they're not getting paid.
I said about 6 hours. I'm telling you. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't.
So people not coming to work.
Let me tell you, I would cancel my flight. I would cancel. I ain't going no damn way. I'm not. When them damn planes start falling out the skies, will they stop paying the pilot? That's coming next, ain't it? Is it? Put it on down in the comment section.
Currently, all the controllers in the tower are working without a paycheck right now because of the government shutdown.
Clocking in even when they're not cashing out. For weeks, thousands of air traffic controllers, they've had to continue working during the government shutdown. But today marks their first full day working with a $0 paycheck.
You want these guys to show up to work every day and focus solely on their job. You want them to make sure that the safety is there. Every time somebody gets on an airplane, they go point A to point B as safe as possible. That's what they're there to do. And now you're adding this stress in of how do I pay my bills?
It's a stress many Americans are sharing. And in this case, it's making traveling more stressful.
Don't send no more money overseas. Don't send no more money. People over here suffering now. You got to back pay those people, okay? Hell, you should give them interest. Don't the government take interest from your taxes? Okay? If you pay them too late, they add on interest. Huh? Those people need extra money for making them wait so damn long. Because they have accrued fees, late fees, okay?
According to the U.S. Transportation Secretary, nationwide, 44% of flight delays Sunday and 24% Monday were due to air traffic control staffing issues, compared to 5% of delays overall so far this year.
My brother does a lot of travel for business, and he's been seeing over the last few weeks, it's just like every single flight that he's been on has been delayed.
In Philly, we're told employees are coming into work, so don't...
Just wait until the holidays. Thanksgiving, people go out of town. Christmas, people go out of town. You think delays are happening now? You may be stuck in a city for 2 to 3 days. Maybe more.
Major issues yet, but as the shutdown continues and workers affected look to save money on childcare or take on a side hustle, travelers are concerned any additional staff shortage could really mess up holiday travel.
They're not getting paid. They're not going to want to show up. And there's going to be delays. There's going to be problems in the airport.
I'll be scared to travel. Employees are mad. Employees are pissed off. Pissed. You ain't afraid. You still gonna travel? Good luck.
And they're not going to be able to have an income for the families in there. It's all going to go down.
Adding to the issue, the country was already short more than 3,000 air traffic controllers pre-shutdown. And the Transportation Secretary says the lack of pay isn't helping recruitment.
They already short, y'all. Can you imagine what's going to happen? Because a lot of them quitting. They ain't getting paid. They not going to do their all in all on their job. They not going to try to be their best. They ain't getting paid. Think about it.
And then the shutdown so we can receive a paycheck.
Today, as members of the Air Traffic Controller Union handed out pamphlets at Philly's airport informing people of the situation, they told me and anyone who would listen, they're happy to work. They just want to get paid.
Right. Good luck, honey child. Good luck on that right there. Here you go.
Some of us are going to food banks. The government should be embarrassed. That's...
You ain't embarrassed? You ain't embarrassed because you didn't have a plan B? And you want to blame the government? No, blame yourself. Okay. You are responsible for your life. Your destiny is in your hands. Just because you lived above your means, just because you didn't have a plan B, just because you voted for someone who don't want to take their ass to the table to vote, to make sure that the people ain't starving and the people don't lose their homes. You want to blame the other side. You want to blame other people like me, the politicians. But you never blame yourself. You didn't have a savings. Like I said, no plan B. living above your means. Blame you, not the taxpayers. You can't even blame your mammy, your pappy, your friends, your co-workers, your job. You can't blame them because you didn't have a plan B, y'all. So shut up and stop it.
My TSA agent said this morning when I checked in for my flight, he looked miserable. And he is one of so many of our friends and neighbors and relatives who are suffering because of this unnecessary government shutdown.
I've seen people with hardly no money with a savings. How can they do it and you can't? That's what I want to know. And they got kids. But they saved, they scrimped, they scraped. They did things that they didn't want to do to make extra money. And they built up a savings. So if something like this happens, they won't be crying and suffering and afraid to lose everything they got. They live below their means, really. Okay? We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that no more. We're sick of some of y'all.
Let's remember, we keep hearing the talking points and we're kind of getting used to this, but it's not okay and it could be fixed in an instant. The GOP controls every single branch of this government. All they have to do is turn it off, and they could do it so easily, but they won't because they don't care about you.
If you know the government don't care about you, that's what everybody keeps saying. It's probably true. Okay? You can tell. They won't come back to the table. They won't agree. They won't negotiate. Then why do you keep putting these same people back in the office? Why do you keep voting Democrat? And I'm going to say why you keep voting Republican. Because hell, some of y'all, Republicans, you mad at the Republicans. You mad at the conservatives. You mad. Only people I'm mad at is the people who won't get up off their ass and do something and complain all the damn time, okay? I know nobody's perfect. Your government ain't perfect. They not, y'all. You want to think so, but they're not. I never said Trump was perfect. I never said that. Never. And never will, okay? But y'all believe in the system. That's why you sit there and do nothing. Because you believe in it. Anything can fall. If Rome can fall, you don't think you can fall? Your government? Huh? You don't think so? So you rely. You rely on it. Let me see if I have one more video.
So if you think you're having a bad day, I want you to think about all the people that are going to work today and are not getting paid. TSA. During the government shutdown, they still have to go to work, but they are not getting paid. Imagine living check to check and your check don't come.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're having a bad day, think of them. Think of the people who got texts today saying that they won't be getting any food stamps and they have 3 kids and they're single parents. I have no words for what's going on. It's insane.
I feel sorry for the kids. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for the disabled people. Okay? I feel bad for people who lost their job. I feel bad for those people. But I can't feel bad for someone who's been sitting on the system. You can get mad all you want. I can't feel bad for someone who thought they had a secure job and they didn't want to do nothing else in their life to make it better or to save. I can't feel bad for people who always complaining about they ain't got nothing and how the government is doing them wrong and how they can never make it in life. Y'all, because they really didn't try, okay? You can say some people just don't have it like that. Some people, they really, really poor. I've seen someone poor get up out the gutter. I've seen handicapped people, disabled people, working. Going to work. I don't care where it is, working. Saving. How can I feel sorry for someone like you who's lazy and refuses to do better? Who's living above their means and keep doing it and doing it and doing it and not trying to pay off stuff? You don't ever think the economy will be bad? So you're going to continue to do the same thing? Keep getting the same results? And we're supposed to feel sorry for you? Get a grip, y'all. People tired of you, okay? Now, what's going on right now is bad. I don't agree with none of this stuff right here. I don't agree with that, okay? But you are your own monster. You created your life, okay? You did. You can get mad at me all you want to. You created this. I know things happen in life, but like I said, you're supposed to have a backup plan. You're supposed to. I know it's hard, especially people who's really, really, really poor. I know some people that's really, really, really poor. But you know what? They got a stack full of food, okay? Stack. They got people who can help them. They got loved ones who love them, okay? Who will help them in time of needs. And a lot of y'all don't have that. Why? Because you ruin relationships between your family members and your friends and your co-workers. Your attitude stops everything. You don't think so? Look at your life right now. Look at you screaming and crying and begging and don't know where you going to get your next meal or how you going to pay your bills. Look at yourself now, okay? Some things are caused by you, not the government, all right? You. Let me move on, y'all. I'm done with the videos. Go down in the comment section and tell me how you feel. It's bad what's happening. I'm going to say it is bad. It is. And like I said, I only feel bad for the children and the disabled. I don't feel bad for the people, I'm sorry, who living above their means and don't budget and don't have a plan B. I can't feel sorry for y'all. Y'all have had the chance for years and years and years and years. Some of y'all older and still don't have a savings or retirement. Old. You dependent on people to take care of you when you get old. And sometimes you can't help it, I know, because you get sick and you can't do nothing with yourself. But at least have something, okay, that you can rely on. Just because you're old don't mean you can't have nothing. It don't mean that, y'all. Okay? Moving right along, y'all. Go down in the comment section, like I said, tell me what you think. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.